So one of the things we get asked a lot when we are faced with problems, what do we do? A lot of us in the real world, in work world, when we face with problems, we try to either avoid them or go head on and face them. And then what happens when we face them, especially on projects tend to get derailed, get late, or even not achieving the objectives that we were set up to do. And all those problems, really, we have little tools to use them. So we've heard a lot about emotional intelligence, psychology, and all of those, but we don't have any tools that really helps us uncover the roots of all of them. So I'm going to ask Elaine in here, does HCL provide us with any particular lens that we can use or a tool that we can use to really go to the roots of some of those problems and eradicate them?
Yes, definitely. So it's called problem equal unmet needs. So basically, we stop looking at the problem as a problem that we want to avoid, or we're worried about, or we're anxious about, or we don't know what to do, or we think it's bad. So we shift out of that and we start to say, problems are unmet human needs. Mm-hmm. Now, what does that mean? Human needs, we have only a certain set of human needs. They're not enormous set. On top of food, shelter, water, do we feel belonging? Do we feel respected? Do we feel certain that this approach, let's say with a project, is going to go well? And if not, we start to react and we start to defend or stonewall or resist in different way, and then that looks difficult. But with human-centric leading, we can look at the source. So the source is always us. We humans are the people interacting. So when we start to say, okay, if someone is resisting this, what could it mean if we're looking at their needs? Maybe they need more certainty. So we start to ask, like, what is the best outcome in your mind? Or what would you like to see? And we ask people questions so that we can understand actually what they need. Yeah. And then when we fill those needs, things open up. And they open up in a way that people feel respected, heard, understood. So we're not slapping benefits to someone. Here, go get a holiday spa, or go have food. We're giving the nourishment on the human level, what we feel, what we think, how we're respected and treated at work. And that helps these problems be solved at the core level. So when we feel respected, we're going to tolerate a lot more problems because we're okay. Yeah. But if we feel disrespected, every little thing disorients us. And so that's what we see in companies are the symptoms of the disorientation. And what we human-centric leaders do, we say, what do we need? And then how do we fill that need in order to unravel the problem? And then it goes away. Mm-hmm.
So if you're interested to know more about the 6 basic human needs that really help us solve the problems, please do read our blog that has even more details about it. And if you need more time, more information, please check our blogs and our social media.